be on.
It's gonna be on. Did it? Oh shoot! I'll go get it.
Real estate developers and strata managers verify your registration status. Call it.
Wait a minute.
You got like tattoos? Tattoos? Yeah. I want to see your tattoo. Oh, alright, I'll do it. I was making sure, like, oh my god.
Not half naked. Okay, we'll show you. Got you. On you too.
No, you want to know who it is. That's funny.
On the back, wish you could see my name. So don't put a kind of respect. Say,
Oh, what?
treat us like you want to be.
Welcome to the hot seat. It's your boy Bam, the Boss Hog.
And we'll be right back.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, you screwed down real good.
We the fat boys today? Huh?
Yeah, you know, I thought that was appropriate. But, you know, we're working on ours, so, you know, it's all good.
Yeah.
Since you already introduced yourself, I am the undisputed king of urban media, Tuck. Welcome to another edition of the Hot Seat Urban Media Radio Show. And today, Bam, we have a hot guest. And I'm going to take that from the literal standpoint. We don't know about her music yet, but we know she herself is hot.
Yeah, all right.
At this time, I want to introduce and welcome Lynne, Tate, pop recording artist. And no?
I said that's right.
That's right. So, you know, tell the listening audience who you are, what you do, and then we'll get into the interview.
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm Lynne Tate. I am a pop artist. Actually, I do really pop music too, so I do every type of music. I just moved to Atlanta about maybe 4 years ago. I actually auditioned for a group, and that's why I moved down here. I auditioned for a group. We were called Northern.
You said you moved down here, so where did you move down here from?
I moved from Tampa. I was in Tampa, Florida for a little while, but I was born in Alabama and raised in Portland, Oregon.
Wow.
And then I moved to Tampa, Florida.
So do you ever go to Alabama for the holidays?
All the time. Actually, every year, my middle school, high school years, I came back to Alabama to play sports camp.
So you eat chitlin then?
She's a what?
You eat chitlin.
She's chitlin. She probably cooked chitlin, but you really don't eat it.
I can't even be in the
Wait a
same
minute,
house.
that's a strange. Wait, what part of Alabama were you from?
Tuskegee.
Okay, that's all right. And then you went from Tuskegee to Oregon?
I went to Tuskegee. Yeah, so
That's
Portland,
a little,
Oregon. To Beaverton, Oregon, to be exact.
How old were you when you left Tuskegee?
Well, I was probably like 8.
8?
7, 8, I don't remember. It was around there.
Going to Tuskegee is like a time warp for me. I mean, it takes you way back. I mean, you been to Tuskegee?
Just roll through.
It's like this long road that you got to go through all these woods to finally get to the little town off the highway.
Yeah.
A lot of history there, though. I don't understand how they picked that particular town for, you know, the Tuskegee Airmen, for the Tuskegee experiment. How did they? Well, you know, I don't even need to ask, right? You know about all that, right? Where they let the experiment was where they let the syphilis sit in the men and they gave them placebo.
I think they were headed to Atlanta. They just got tired of driving the back road. We just stopped here.
Man, but you know that's crazy. You know, you're gonna just let these men, you know, just waste away with syphilis in their body just to see what it's gonna do to a human being. But anyway, getting back to Lynne Tate, I went off. You know what? I meant to say this too. For the listening audience, I got to say this, ma'am. I have to say this. social change is not done in a three-piece suit. That's my new whatever you want to call it, Bam. But I'm driven now by social change isn't done in a three-piece suit. So if there's somebody out there talking about social change and they have a three-piece suit on, all they're really doing is talking. Social change is dirty, it's grimy, it's hard work. So why would you have a three-piece suit on if you really are convicted in social change? I had to say that. But anyway, so how did you get from Tuskegee to Oregon? That just seems extreme. Yeah. Something wrong with your headset? Because something happened to my headset.
Okay, I'm good now.
Okay. So,
well, my mom, she works for the post office. So she went down there for her job, and I went with her. And the only reason why I used to come back to Alabama is because, I wanted to be around black people.
Oh, you can't. So
it was nothing but.
So that's the reason why I said when you said Oregon, that's a stretch.
Yeah. So I used to come down for sports camps and stuff, kind of to be around my cousins and stuff.
Wait, what sport did you play? You keep talking about sport camp.
I played basketball, softball, volleyball. I was a little tomboy. I didn't start wearing makeup till I was like 20 years old.
Okay.
I was a little tomboy. I never wore heels. None of that.
So where did the music begin? It didn't begin in Oregon.
Actually, no. I was I've been in the church choirs and I was in all my choirs, like elementary school, middle school, high school. Always in the choir.
Oregon. Mm-hmm. So you went to high school in Oregon or
in Oregon. Mm-hmm.
So they had
Beaverton High.
Beaverton. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to who Beaverton High is.
Any athletes come out of that that's in the league on that way that you remember?
Nike.
Who?
Yeah, Nike. Well, we got the Nike there, but as far as athletes, I don't really know.
Yeah.
All I remember is Trailblazers, but I don't remember.
You remember the Trailblazers, Portland Trailblazers.
Oh,
I'm supposed to stop this. Oh, I did. I finally did. So the music started. Okay, when did the recording start?
The recording started when I moved back to, when I left Portland, I moved back to Montgomery, Tuskegee. It's only, 20 minutes away from Tuskegee. I moved back there for about maybe a year or something like that. And me and my sister actually sang together.
Yeah?
Yeah, me and my sister actually sang together. And we used to sing together and, in school and stuff. So I just knew about harmonies. I've been harmonizing them since I was little.
So when did you take it serious?
When I take it serious as far as recording?
Yeah.
I was about 19 years old.
19?
Yeah. About 19.
What was the first song you recorded?
First song I recorded was a song called Secret that I wrote. And that was the first song I ever recorded. And ever since then, I knew that that's what I wanted to do.
So when you write songs, do you go to the music first, or you just write it and put music after it?
Actually, I wrote that song first because I never thought I would ever be in a studio. You know what I mean? So when I had the opportunity, when I finally walked in one, and it was a guy named LG, I think his name was. He was a producer, and I sang the song to him, and then he did a track over my hook, and it was from there. And that was the first song I ever recorded.
So
Secret.
So who told you that you could sing?
Who told me that?
Yeah, who told you? I mean, who
was the first guy that told you you could sing?
First guy, probably my preacher, probably my church, my school choir director. I don't remember, but I heard it a while ago. Yeah, my preacher, my uncle.
Did the preacher ask you to come into the chambers? I mean, it's an honest question.
Yeah.
Did the preacher say, "Yeah, you can sing. You need to come back here and sing to me"?
No, my uncle. I mean,
wait a minute, that's even worse.
Yeah, my whole family are like pastors and stuff. So.
Your uncle was a preacher?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm Benny Tate. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Ed Long, but Benny Tate will work too.
No.
So the pastors said you could. So you obviously led songs in the choir.
Yes, I did. I did. Me and my sister was like a little duet. We did a lot of stuff. We even in our high schools, all the Martin Luther King assemblies, we always performed.
Well, you all were the only black kids there. I mean, I guess
it was
you really.
About 4 of us, yeah.
What was
but still, though.
What was your favorite gospel song?
My favorite gospel song?
Stump.
Holy One. Well, it's a song called Holy One.
Sing it. You remember it? Yeah.
Sing it.
That was my next question.
Sing it.
I used to sing it with my sister, but I'll go ahead and sing it, but the harmony is sick on it. You know what I mean? It was my favorite church song, but me and my sister sang it together.
We just want to test the water.
Okay. All right, I'll sing Holy One. Actually, I liked another one, though.
Well, which one you like?
Whatever you like.
Go on, do it. It don't take that long.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
There's music playing.
Oh, I cut that up. Gone. Gone.
All right.
Voila.
I had enough heartache and enough headaches. I've had so many ups and downs. Don't know how much more I can take. See, I decided that I'd cry my last tears yesterday.
All right, that's good. Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
She passed.
Yeah.
You really passed. You
Well,
passed.
you thought it was just the looks. You thought it was just the looks.
We never know. We know what we get
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
Man. So, you passed.
Yeah,
Well, I'm a gospel fan anyway, so that's what I listen to. So you can talk to me about God. You can't talk to him about God, so you can talk to me. So that was good. That was good.
But a lot of songs I know with my sister, I'm like a harmonizer.
So what happened to your sister? She don't sing anymore?
I mean, she sings, but she doesn't. She's not, pursuing it like me.
Man, but I was talking to her about January 19th at the Cobb County Civic Center. Don't forget, listening audience, that Hot Seat Urban Media with the BWA will be at the Cobb County Civic Center from 5 to 9, 5 to 8. And Hot Seat Urban Media will be there with this all-star show. You don't want to miss it. Tickets are available online and at the door. And don't forget, January 12th, the Hot Seat will be with the Martin Luther King Center for the Youth Forum, and we will be providing, once again, the Hot Seat All-Stars. Man, did
I think behind that, you should have some church music playing.
Yeah.
When you say Martin Luther King Center, it just sound like you supposed like Larry Tinsley or somebody.
But that was good. Like I said, that was. I guess we were talking about pop, but you did gospel, and that's always got a warm spot in my heart. But what happened? She left Oregon. She came back to Tuskegee.
Well, yeah, I come every year.
And it is burning up in here. I am hot, like the heater is on.
You got on that dang sweater.
So you got to Alabama.
Yeah. I mean, I always, summers, I went to Alabama sports camp and stuff.
Okay.
So I was always in Alabama with my grandmother.
Being the only African American in Oregon, you just dominated all the sports, didn't you? You're the best basketball player, the best basketball player.
All state?
No, real talk. No, I was like, that's why I moved back. I came back for like a year, my senior year of high school, because they would not play me in basketball. I never got playing time. I played on the teams, but they played me, but I didn't get the play that I deserved. So actually, my senior year, I moved back to Alabama just to play, and I started every single game. I went to Wetumpka High School.
Wetumpka?
Mm-hmm.
What was y'all record?
Huh?
How did y'all do?
I mean, we weren't the best team, but still, I had to come to Alabama just to get playing time. So.
Wow. Yeah. I wanted to tell my choir story. I always tell my choir story. I'm not going to tell it, but I don't want to hear it again. So I'm not even going to tell it. I was in the choir too, but
tell it.
Things didn't work out. My aunt was the choir director, right? So my sisters and I, my mother would take us to choir practice, every Tuesday, whatever day it was.
Right.
So one Tuesday, they left me behind. I think they might even try to sneak out the house, right? Make a long story short, my aunt had kicked me out the choir, and they didn't tell me. They just kind of. I couldn't sing, but I sung loud because
that's horrible, man. When you get kicked out the church choir. Man.
The church choir, that was back during the time of Michael Jackson, so everybody wanted to be the lead singer, and I used to sing loud, but they kicked me out.
Were you singing with the intentions of being like Michael Jackson?
Intention was to be the lead singer, to come down out the crowd and to get the mic. That's what my intentions was. But my intentions is if I didn't get to go no more.
Yeah.
I tell you, I wanted to lead sing. I wasn't no backup. I was the lead singer, but I just wasn't able to sing. But anyway, that's that. We're talking about you anyway. We'll talk about my singing career later. Oh.
So yeah, that's what I did. I moved to Alabama my senior year, and then I really didn't kind of like living in Alabama, so that's when I moved to Tampa.
Why Tampa, out of all places?
Tampa because I was friends with this girl named Jenny, and Jenny ended up getting a lawsuit. And she got a lot of money. So we ended up just moving to Tampa.
Was Jenny your girlfriend?
No. She was one of my she was one of my good friends.
Yeah.
Girl I knew. We worked together.
Yeah. So how long did y'all live without? Did y'all work?
Well, when we got to Tampa, I probably lived with Jenny maybe 2 weeks. It did, yeah.
And you met some man.
Yep, I met somebody. Well, I met somebody the night that we moved to Tampa. I met a guy.
Being a country girl.
I met a guy, and we ended up clicking really, really quickly. And Jenny didn't like it because I was always with him. She wanted to be your girlfriend. Jenny wanted you to be her girlfriend, didn't she? I don't know. Okay, you know what I mean? I don't know. But she didn't like that I wasn't with her. You know what I mean? More, because we did move up there together. You know what I'm saying? So she just always wanted me to be with her, and she didn't like all the, the attention I was giving him. So long story short, 2 weeks later, they ended up getting in a fight. Jenny was your girlfriend? No, Jenny wasn't my girlfriend. I'm not. I don't go that way. But, yeah. So I ended up having to move in with him. So that's how I moved to Tampa.
Okay, so did he get you started in the music, or he got you started in the drugs? Which one, drugs or music?
No, I ain't never done drugs.
Pills.
Music.
Hair rock, crack, something.
He was a promoter in Tampa, and he kind of got me hooked up with Tampa.
So was that part of his tool to get into you? So he was a promoter, just popping.
No, I just was. It was like that.
But you hear that all the time, right? Men try to come at you with what they can do for you and tit for tat and all that kind of stuff.
I get that.
So if you want to hook up with us, we can't do nothing for you. So I'm just being honest on the front end. We can't do nothing for you.
You're doing something for me right now.
We have nothing to offer you here.
Yeah, but doing something for you.
So Ann was talking about him being a promoter. So what did he do for you? What did he do for your career?
He I got a couple records signed. He introduced me to a guy. It was like Drac Boy Records, like a little record label down there, and I did a lot of hooks for them and stuff. And he was partners with them or whatever. And I did some things with them, and basically that's really how I started, like, getting CDs done, made, and getting songs, getting demos and all that stuff. I kind of really, really started in Tampa.
So how long did you stay in Tampa?
I stayed in Tampa for a few years. About three years. So
then the two of you broke up, obviously.
Yes, we broke up. Really, it wasn't a good relationship. It wasn't good.
Well, if he beat up a roommate, bam, you know what he did to her, boy. If he whooped the roommate butt, she didn't stand a chance.
You might be right.
Yeah, she just had a flashback when I said that.
You're like, damn.
She started ducking.
I was in a bad situation, and I had no family. You know what I mean? I didn't have the money to just, up and leave back to Alabama. I really didn't want to move to Alabama, but I couldn't move to Portland, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of was in a bad situation for a little bit, and then I used to sell my CDs. That's how I actually, made my money.
You scared me just then, you know that, right?
What?
Well, you thought she was going to say
I used to sell myself.
I
was like, well, where's she going with this? Well, we got a story here.
You so silly. Yeah. No, but I noticed, when I started getting my CDs made, a lot of guys would be like, how much? And, I'd be like, $20.
But wait, let's say, but it came with your look, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we, we want to.
I mean, not definitely.
What's the word? Stunt. We want to stunt. We want to say, man, I paid $10 for it,
Yeah. Yeah, so I used to.
But it worked for her, though.
Yeah, it does work.
So I didn't even have to work a regular job. I was living off my CDs, but that was my hustle, though. I think that's why I got that hustle in me, because I started. You know what I mean? I started right off the bat.
So this guy, the promoter, got all your CDs.
No, I got my own CDs pressed up. He wasn't a baller like that. You know what I mean? I just liked him. I don't really want to talk about it. Let's get out of that situation. But
hey, we need callers to call 442-292-9340 and collaborate some of these stories. But anyway.
What was the number again?
442-292-1420.
Yeah, you said 9340.
9340.
That's what you said, but
442-292-1420.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
So
where did that number come from?
That Red Bull, I guess. So how did you end up in Atlanta?
So what happened was, I actually sold my CD to a particular person. It was Vince Carter. He bought one of my CDs, And when he called me and asked me was anybody representing me. At the time, I had a song called Stronger. It was a record called Stronger. It was really good. Actually, it's one of my favorite songs to this day. But he called me and asked me, did I have anybody, representing me? And I said, well, nah, I'm just really doing this to live. You know what I mean? Because I was really, really...
Slick Vince.
Slick
Vince. Wow.
But, yeah, so he bought one of my CDs, and then, from there, he started managing me. Vince Carter was actually my first manager. So I was with him for about 7 months.
Strictly manager?
Strictly manager, yes. You know Satonia?
No.
From V103?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm just telling her business. But anyways, no, I wasn't involved. Satonia and Vince were friends.
Okay.
And Satonia ended up being my road manager. Like basically, Vince, just from him playing basketball, he would get me paid shows because he was he was doing he was hosting he was hosting to the parties, and they would have me as the performer. And so Satonia was like my road manager, so she took care of all the...
Why are you shaking your head, Sam?
No, because the girl's good.
Satonia?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, Satonia is...
So that was a good lookout, man.
So, she worked for the radio station in Orlando. So it was just, the whole team was great. It was great for a little while. But.
So that was your move to Atlanta?
Well, the Vince Carter thing, it was cool, but it was kind of like a hobby to him. It wasn't really something serious. It was just he just saw me as an artist, so I wasn't with anybody.
Probably a tax write-off.
Yeah, basically, he thought that he could help me in my career, and he had the money to do it, so why not? Let's do it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, things didn't work out. It wasn't on my half. It was just some issues with his family, so I don't really want to tell his business.
Yeah.
But put it this way. Same thing you thought in the beginning
is what his family thought.
What his wife thought.
Yeah,
and he was going through a divorce at the time, so it was just a lot of issues.
I'm sure he never said anything out the way to you. I'm certain of it.
Right. No.
He never did he say anything out the way.
No,
absolutely
not. He was a good guy through this whole situation.
That's a Christian man, I'm sure. A Christian man, good, wholesome Christian man.
Right. So when that happened, I moved back to Atlanta. I just moved as far as music.
How did you end up selling the CD to Vince Carter?
In the club. I was in the club, and I asked him. I said,
"What you have on? What you have on in the club?"
I have jeans.
Because I've seen some of your pictures on.
Yeah, that's all I wear. That's all I wear. Jeans and little shirts. That's all I wear. I ain't gonna lie. That's my little. I'm surprised I'm covered now, but it's a little cold.
No. We hate that it had to be cold. We had to interview in the summertime.
Yeah. First day of summertime.
Yeah, if it was the summertime.
Or the first day of hot weather.
Yeah, first day of hot. Atlanta weather is probably like in March.
Yeah.
And everybody just break out.
Well, anytime the weather goes over 70, you just call us and come on by.
Like just pop up.
I got you.
Even if we ain't got a show that they just we'll get a set up.
Yeah. I actually have an agency. I'm gonna bring my girls in here next time. A whole nother thing. But yeah, so after that happened, I was kind of depressed because things didn't work out the way I thought it was going to work out. It was like I felt like I was there because he's real best friends with Joel Santana, and they were looking into me at the time. So, but when all that mess happened,
when y'all broke up, it ended again.
Yes, it ended again. So I moved to Atlanta because I didn't want to move back to Alabama.
So how you just move to Atlanta? You had enough money to save?
No, I got family. No, I stay with my cousin. My uncle's a preacher here. I stayed with my cousin and my uncle, and I moved down here with them.
Yeah, they let that sinner into the house. I guess that's what a preacher's supposed to do. Welcome all sinners. So the sinner come to Atlanta.
Yeah, I came to Atlanta. And
so when you stayed with them, did you have to go to mandatory to go to church every Sunday?
Yeah, but I didn't mind.
But what about the T-shirts and the little jeans?
I still did that.
You still did that?
Yeah.
You didn't notice the deacons coming over the house a lot?
No. I stayed with my cousin. My uncle doesn't live with my cousin. My uncle has his own house, family, everything. Yeah.
So the deacons came over.
What is deacon doing here?
And I was good. I didn't stay there a long time. Actually, right when I moved to Atlanta, I got hired at Hard Rock Cafe. I got hired the first day I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah. And what year did you move to Atlanta?
About 3 years ago. So
that's it?
Yeah.
I thought you'd been here a while.
No, I've been here about 3.5 years.
Okay.
So yeah, then Vince wasn't a bad guy. He connected me with some people in Atlanta and I auditioned for it. I don't know if y'all know Kevin Sims. He's like He's like a he does seminars for writers. Like he holds a lot of, you know what I mean?
I don't know anybody, so.
Okay, well he was, Vince kind of connected me with him, and Kevin told me that this guy was looking for a girl group. So I went and auditioned for the girl group.
What was the name of the girl group?
The girl group was called Girl.
Girl?
It was Girl. This is the first, when I first moved here. And that girl group, it didn't work out well at all. I mean, we was cool, but it just wasn't,
And we hear that all the time, that y'all chicks just can't get along in these girl groups. What is that about?
I mean, you know how girls are, man.
Everybody want to be the diva.
Everybody, they want to be the diva. Not everybody, but one person want to be the diva. And that's just how it is, man. The jealousy and the, everything.
Because let me be honest with you. We run into some great single girl artists that need to be in a group, but they for whatever reason they've all busted up for whatever. They were in a group at one time, and somebody. Matter of fact, we went and did that show where we did this show, Rising of the Stars. We were actually VPs at this Rising of the Stars, and this group got up. 3 girls that got up and sang. They were marginal as a group, right? Mm-hmm. So they invited one of the artists to
come back and do a solo song.
Do a solo song on the same show, right? Mm. Well, needless to say, she ended up winning this Rising of the Star competition.
Wow.
And her group
was
abandoned her.
They were mad.
You know what? This is really crazy you say this because, I'm going to get to that because, I was in it's kind of similar to what happened to me when I just got out of my last group just maybe a few months ago. Mm-hmm. And it's funny that you say that, but it kind of, something similar happened to us.
Yeah, and girl, she could sing. But is that something to resent? Because it's just like Bam and I talk about all the time. I know if he makes it, I won't make it. Mm-hmm. If I make it, he gonna make it. Exactly. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
But and you
I
guys
stress that all the time.
And you guys trip over. When we're talking about the In Vogues and whatever other girl groups, and there's not a whole lot of girl groups out there. There's a need for it. There's a lane for it, and you guys can't stay together long enough. Just like the OMG girls. I don't even know what they sing, but I know the name popular, but they must not. Obviously, they're not great, but they're a group. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just a sign of the time. Just folks just don't get along. Yeah. Men, I guess men are like, well, maybe they are.
They like that too. They don't. Everybody beefing now. Like a lot of beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it don't matter to me.
It's almost like wrestling or something.
I'd rather him be successful. Than why not?
Right.
Why would I want to hold him back? Let's do this. We fight all the time. But at the end of the day, we know what we got to do to get to the next level. Bury that stuff, fight, bury it, keep it moving. That's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're not talking about us again. So now we're getting back to you. You're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Vince, that boy, I'm proud of you, boy. You did well. Anyway. So he hooked you up with some people here, Kevin or whoever you said, and I guess the show begins.
Yeah. I auditioned for the group, and I made it, but that group wasn't a long thing or whatever. Didn't work out. And I was in Club Opera one night, and I met this girl.
You know the club now?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that at?
It's like
Cheshire Bridge?
Yeah. No. Crescent Avenue.
Okay.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was in opera and I met this girl and she was just like, yo, I like your look. Are you interested in being in a girl group? And I'm like, wow, that's really crazy. No, we kept talking. If you see my tattoos, you'll know I have something to do with music. You know what I mean? But no, it was more than that, but I'm just narrowing it down. She asked me, would I be interested in being in a girl group? And I said, it's crazy you say that because I just got out of one. So, yeah, I'm going to check y'all out. So I came and they
was she hitting on you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I came and...
So you wasn't sure about your first roommate?
No, she wasn't.
She wasn't hitting on you, sure?
No,
okay.
I don't know.
She's looking at all your tattoos, I mean,
that's how girls are, though. We like that. Yeah, we're more friendly than guys are, It's okay.
Yeah. Guys can do what the girls do.
Yeah, I'll tell a girl she's pretty in a heartbeat, but I'm not going to try to take her home.
When I was in the club last night, that guy was standing too close to me. And I was getting ready to tell him, man, get that L away from F, whatever, get away from me. He was just, it just seemed like he was just too close to me.
Why you ain't telling?
So, matter of fact, today I was in McDonald's. I was eating a little salad at McDonald's. Big old place. I'm sitting by myself, and this guy sitting right next to me. I wanted to tell you,
you probably doing everything that's in their handbook, man. Yeah, McDonald's by yourself, you had a club by yourself, so like, hold on.
I like, what the, I mean, he said, are you serious? What are you doing? You know, I would never sit by somebody. If it was a bunch of space, I looked around to make sure there was plenty of seats. Why did this dude sitting, and then I have a newspaper, I read my newspaper, why is this dude sitting next to me? Then when I got up, he was so close to me that I had to say, excuse me, to get up.
Yeah. At McDonald's?
At McDonald's. I was sitting at the double table, and he was sitting at the single seat. The single seat was right next to me, so I had to get out and put my butt pretty much in his face.
You eating a salad at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Come on. How many guys don't go to McDonald's and eat a salad?
Right.
And he's reading the paper. Yeah. What section was you reading? Lifestyle?
No, sports section. That's funny. All right, so damn, my ear just went out again. So what happened?
So she
put her hand on your back.
Yeah, and
did she caress you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just trying to find.
So I checked the girls out. It was 5. It was 4 of them plus me. It was 5, and basically 3 of the girls out the 5 was the business. Like we held our own with the harmonies. You know what I mean? Everything. It's just us 3, meshed together. So we just went on and formed a group of 3. It just worked.
You know what we need to do? This is what we didn't do. We need to give the listening audience all your social sites, so some people probably want to log in right now and see who you are.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I have my website. It's lynntatemusic.com. LYNNTATE music.com. And then I have my Twitter. It's Lynne Tate. And I have my Instagram. It's Lynne Tate. And I have my Facebook. It's Lynne Tate. And I have my fan page. It's Lynne Tate. And yeah.
Well, Facebook, the only thing you do is just look at the page because she got too many friends, so she don't accept no more friends.
Yeah,
I'm about to start another one.
Nah,
I'm not a friend.
I don't know. I know they say too many friends.
I did try to text. I did try to write you back, and it would not even let me.
She wrote me back. She wrote you back. He
then
probably did touch you.
No, that means I'm friends with you then, because for some reason it won't let me write anybody.
I sent you a message.
Please be my friend.
No. I don't even know. I think I said something about an interview.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the pictures. I didn't even research the music. You heard the music. I didn't even hear the music. I didn't get to the music.
She's on my website.
I didn't get to the music. I was like, ooh, let me get her in the studio.
You were just looking at the photo.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. But the girl was rubbing you on your back, and she said she wanted you to come over and meet the rest of her girls.
Yeah. So I ended up meeting 2 other awesome girls that I'm just blessed I met. And then
They have great looks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can show you a picture right now. You want to pull it up?
Yeah, I would love to. I
But
always like to see pictures of women.
We
You
formed
got any nude pictures in there?
No.
Oh.
No.
Then show pictures of Bam. I don't want to see them much less than nude.
No.
So anyway, we need to keep moving. We got to get current here. So you joined this girl group, right?
Mm-hmm.
You already had your music.
Yeah.
So you guys started rehearsing.
Yeah.
Performing where?
Well, when we formed the 3-girl group, I met a guy named, when I was with the first group, Don Vito. He produced Cherish, Sammy, Lloyd.
Sammy Lloyd. Now, you mentioned that earlier, and I said Bam will probably know who they are. Who is Sammy and Lloyd? You know them?
Yeah, you know Sammy.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, they from Atlanta. Well, Lloyd from Louisiana, but he moved to Atlanta.